Okay.
Yeah, yes.
That should be okay. You just have to do Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight at the George W. Hodgelick Firehouse, and those joining us online for the Mayoral Town Hall on volunteerism here in our Miracle Mile. For those of us in attendance and those who want to join us at home, could we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And just so I don't forget before the night ends, just a shout out and thanks to Billy George, the now Public Information Officer, for helping arrange the town hall and also organizing the slides and also doing the tech stuff tonight. So Billy, thank you. So tonight's about the people who help keep Denellen moving behind the scenes and generously donate their time back to our community. And soon you'll be hearing from members of our boards, commissions, and volunteer organizations about what they do, why it matters, and how others can be a part of it themselves. If you don't know, April is National Volunteer Month, and it gives us a chance to step back and recognize just how much of what happens in our community is driven by residents who choose to get involved and volunteer. In Denellen, that means nearly 200 volunteers giving their time across committees, commissions, and recreation programs. That degree of participation reflects a community that takes pride in where it lives and looks for ways to contribute. Whether it's helping plan events, supporting programs, or stepping up in moments when people need it most, our volunteers play a role in nearly every part of our daily life here in the borough. Their work often happens behind the scenes, but it's the impact we see in town. It's easy to see and we appreciate it. It's in the events that bring people together, the programs that serve our residents and children, and the sense of connection that makes our Miracle Mile such a special place to call home. Tonight, we highlight that work and open the door for others who may be thinking about getting involved. To everyone who already volunteers here in Denellen, thank you for your service. Your time and commitment make a real difference in the community. And before we move on to our next speaker, you may be seeing these popping up around town at various storefronts and locations. If you're a store or anybody who would like to have this volunteer in the borough flyer hung up, please let us know. We'll come over. Well, Mr. Sweeney will come on over and post it up. And I just want to say thank you to Mr. Sweeney for making sure this flyer got put together. And those who are interested, you can scan the QR code or visit the link, and that's how you can participate and volunteer too. So, Mr. Sweeney, thank you for your time. Okay, so now I'd like to turn it over to our first speaker this evening, CERT's coordinator, Chuck Lopez, who will be speaking on behalf of the Denellen's Office of Emergency Management and the Denellen CERT team. Chuck, welcome.
Good evening. As the mayor said, my name is Chuck Lopez, and I am the Denellen Community Emergency Response Team Coordinator. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. I'd like to take tonight and give you an overview of the Denellen Office of Emergency Management, OEM, and our Community Emergency Response Team, also known as CERT. And I'd also like to highlight some of our accomplishments and what lies ahead for us this year. Denellen OEM works in close partnership with police, fire, EMS, and all the borough departments, county, state, and federal agencies to ensure our community is prepared for, can respond to, and can recover from any emergency, whether natural or man-made. At its core, OEM is responsible for maintaining and continually improving the borough's emergency operations plan using an all hazards approach that addresses the 4 phases of emergency management, mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery. This includes planning, training, exercises, and ongoing coordination with partner agencies to ensure we are positioned to handle situations that may impact life, property, or essential services. During an incident, OEM serves as the central coordination point, bringing together resources from across government and supporting agencies to ensure an organized response, effective recovery, and continuity of critical services. Beyond emergency response, OEM also plays an important role in strengthening the borough through public education, training programs, mutual aid coordination, all aimed at reducing risk, improving resilience, and protecting the residents of Denellen. Working under OEM is our Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT program, for the guys in green that you see around town. CERT volunteers are trained residents who support preparedness initiatives, assist during activations and community events, and contribute to overall borough resilience through service and ongoing development. Our team currently consists of 16 active members. So far this year, our CERT team has contributed to a total of 457 documented hours, which includes 234 hours of emergency activations and community events, as well as 254 hours dedicated to skill development and training. These hours reflect the dedication of our volunteers and the importance of staying engaged, informed, and prepared. CERT has been active in a number of important events and operations this year, including standby activations during several winter storms throughout the past season, which was a lot of fun for all of us. Response support at the recent structure fire on New Market. A hands-on training led by the Denellen Rescue Squad, which provided valuable real-world instruction and strengthened interagency coordination, as well as support and participation in community events as our very recent Easter egg hunt, the upcoming Memorial Day Parade, our Denellen High School graduation, National Night Out, our famous Haunted Trail, and many other activities throughout the year. In addition, our team will be participating in the New Jersey Office of Emergency Management CERT Disaster Bill exercise on Sunday, May 3rd at the Middlesex County Fire Academy, along CERT teams from all across New Jersey. This exercise provides an opportunity to operate in a realistic disaster environment to improve interoperability and further strengthen our operational effectiveness. Each of these activities help improve coordination, build capability, and maintain a reliable presence within the borough when needed. Looking ahead, we remain focused on expanding our capabilities and supporting upcoming events and emergency needs. We're also continuing to grow our team. Since December, we're proud to have welcomed 5 new members into our CERT family. A few of them are here with us tonight. Recruitment remains a priority, and I'm pleased to share that our next CERT basic training class will begin in early summer just down the road in Sayreville. This 11-week course meets nightly, once a week, and covers all CERT topics, including disaster preparedness, fire and utility safety, structural search and rescue, disaster medical operations, and the incident command system organization. Community members interested in joining CERT or learning more are encouraged to reach out and attend one of our meetings. You can contact me directly at clopez@denellenborough.com. Whether someone is looking to give back, build practical emergency skills, or simply learn about preparedness, CERT provides a meaningful opportunity to serve. In closing, I'd like to thank our volunteers, our partner agencies, Mayor Salento, the council, Business Administrator Alex Miller, and the borough for their continued support of OEM and CERT. Together, we can continue to build a strong, more prepared Denellen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. And just to note, the Office of Emergency Management, before Coordinator Homer Mosley came aboard, was not very much functioning. But underneath his leadership and the membership that he has alongside of him, it's become quite an active organization. We appreciate your service. So Mr. Mosley's not here tonight, but let's give him a round of applause for himself. Next up, we have Council President Chrisal Edith Lance with the Mayor's Traffic and Pedestrian Safety Task Force. And welcome, Council President.
Good evening, everyone. Like the mayor said, my name is Grisolidis Lands, and I'm pleased to speak to you on behalf of the Mayor's Traffic and Pedestrian Task Force. The Mayor's Traffic and Pedestrian Task Force and the work we've been doing to strengthen safety and mobility across our community. We are a collaborative group, community-based advisory group that brings together residents, council members, law enforcement, school representatives, and local and county partners. Our role is to identify traffic and pedestrian safety concerns, recommend solutions, and advise the mayor and council on improvements that make Denellen safer and more walkable for everyone. We focus on improving traffic flow and reducing safety risks, recommending traffic calming and infrastructure improvements, supporting walkability and accessibility for all residents, partnering with local, county, and state agencies to secure resources and implement best practices. In addition, the task force plays a key role in supporting Denellen's complete and Green Streets efforts, ensuring that our roads are designed for all users, not just vehicles, but also pedestrians, cyclists, and families. So over the past year, the task force has focused on both education and action, particularly around school-centered safety and community engagement. Walk to School Wednesdays, our initiative right now in partnership with our schools. We continue to promote Walk to School Wednesdays now for, I believe it's third year, encouraging students and families to safely walk to school, building lifelong healthy habits while increasing pedestrian visibility and awareness in key areas. We strengthen coordination with local schools, crossing guards, and the police department to support safer drop-off and pickup patterns, as well as increase awareness among drivers. Events like the upcoming bike rodeo and similar outreach efforts help educate children and families on safe biking and pedestrian practices in a hands-on, engaging way. The task force continues to collaborate with organizations such as Keep Middlesex Moving, and Rutgers transportation programs to align Denellen with regional best practices and leverage funding opportunities. We are actively supporting initiatives such as enhanced crosswalk visibility, traffic calming discussions, and pedestrian-focused improvements that align with our broader infrastructure investments across the borough. Ultimately, this work is more about the quality of life. It's about ensuring that children can walk to school safely, families can navigate our streets confidently, and our community remains connected and accessible. This is an ongoing work, and it depends on the continued collaboration of all of our residents, schools, and local leadership. We welcome feedback and participation, and for anyone who would like to look into the MTAPs, we meet every other month throughout the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Council President Lance. And it's exciting to announce, yesterday we were at Rutgers University because Denellen was awarded the 2026 NJDOT Complete Streets of Excellence Award by the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the efforts that we have been doing here in Denellen. As Council President noted, there's more to do, but we're on the path of making sure that those safety measures, pedestrian and vehicular traffic safety, is part of our infrastructure improvements and our master plan for the municipality. So, but we were able to get that achievement mainly due to the efforts by the Mayor's Traffic and Pedestrian Safety Task Force and their advocacy and the community at large for the planning efforts we've done over the past several years. So congratulations to everybody for that award. Good work. Next up, we have David Atkins Stein. There we go. Stein is fine.
Steve's mean.
Stein is mean, Stein is fine. That's how we describe it. I always mess it up because that plays in my head. So David's here to represent the rescue squad.
Thank you.
Hello, Denellen. All right, I'm here to share with you the Denellen Rescue Squad, who we are, what we do, and how you can get involved. Who we are a nonprofit volunteer organization founded in 1933, 24/7 emergency response to the borough of Denellen. We help provide life-saving skills and rescue efforts. That's who we are. What we do is we provide training for you guys. If you need your CPR certification, I am the instructor for the rescue squad. I'm happy to provide CPR certifications. Also, what I'm going to extend to every volunteer in Denellen is an opportunity to get CPR certified. For you, any volunteer in Denellen, you spend $10 with me, you'll get your CPR certification. $10 will cover the cost of the card. I'll get up the rest of the cost. The rest of the cost. So I want to provide that opportunity before I forgot. How you can get involved is you go to our website, DenellenRescue.org. To apply, you're 16. We also go for the training fund so that your EMT course can be paid for. That's about it. I really appreciate everything that you guys do. So thank you.
Short and sweet and to the point, Mr. Stein. There you go. Next up, we have Chairman Jim Brennan of the Denellen Recreation Commission. Chairman's been there for, we were talking beforehand, what, 37 years now?
I think so, close to that.
Okay, well, the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Recreation Commission is comprised of 9 volunteer members. We meet once a month to plan, organize, and structure our programs. We oversee all recreation department programs and events. We're also responsible for all the parks in the town, which includes, of course, playgrounds, ball fields, basketball courts, tennis courts. Our programs and events are listed on our slide. I think everyone's familiar with most of them, if not all of the different things that we do. These programs, events are the lifeblood of a small town. I'll mention some of our most recent events. A few weeks ago, we had Denellen's longest running and Denellen's best Easter egg hunt. I think it was our 65th Easter egg hunt. We had about 240 kids. 2 weeks ago, we had our opening day for baseball, a parade from Washington Park to McCoy Park, opening day ceremony, announced players, announced the coaches, and then 3 games. I want to give you an update for those who haven't seen a T-ball game for quite a while. T-ball has changed. So, it's just like a major league game at the start. Player gets up, hits the ball. First thing you do, you admire what you just did. Whether it goes 3 feet, 20 feet, you stand there and you admire it, just like the major leaguers do. Here's where it changes. After that, you run as fast as you can to first base. And if you feel like running, you just keep going. The coach will yell, the coach is yelling to come back. They'll either stop for that or the fence stops them. So either way, it works out fine. There's also a difference in how you feel. I think everybody played baseball or softball. You get in front of the ball, pick it up, scoop it up, and throw it. Not in T-ball anymore. Whoever hits the ball, everyone in the field runs as fast as they can, and they jump on it. They grab it, try to wrestle it from each other. It's like an Easter egg hunt if you only had 1 egg on the whole field or anything. It was really fun to watch it. I spoke to somebody from another town last week, and they said their town T-ball exactly the same. The kid just went wild, dove on top of the baseball or anything. So all these programs would not be possible without volunteers. Last year we had 77 volunteer coaches. Some coaches coach multiple teams, some coach multiple sports. I thank them for their hours and hours of volunteering. People have touched on their background, say they got started with stuff. I got started with rec. My summer job was working for recreation when I was in high school and in college. Afterwards, I was asked if I wanted to be on the rec commission. I said, well, I still have to clean up the park. They said, yes, but you won't get paid. And I said, sign me up. So I've been here since. I volunteer, and I think everybody here volunteers because we believe in the group, the organization that we're involved in. We love to see something work. We love to see something for the town just flourish for it. We have pride in what we do, and we have pride in Denellen, whether it's our hometown or our adopted town. After college, I played basketball leagues in different towns all over New Jersey. People knew we were from Denellen, the team. They would mention, oh, when I was younger, I played in the basketball league in Denellen, or in the basketball rec tournament. It was a great tournament. I used to love to hear that and to hear all the compliments from people many years later. Another proud moment going back quite a few years. When I was in high school, my friends and I went to Pennsylvania. We were exactly 100 miles from Denellen. Gentleman asked us, so where are you guys from? I blurted out, Denellen, New Jersey. He nodded his head and he said, I heard of it. It's right in the middle of the state, next to Plainfield, isn't it? And I said, yes, it is, Muhammad Ali. Yes, it is. So not only had Muhammad Ali heard of Denellen, but he knew where it was. He lived in Denellen lived in New Jersey, Cherry Hill, New Jersey for 2 years. He had probably driven through it, driven past it. Maybe he had even been here. But I was proud that he knew of it and mentioned something about it. I'm still proud when I hear comments about Denellen and about recreation and all of our other programs. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you. Next up, we have Noel Chindrano of the Mayor's Cannabis Task Force. And if everybody looks to the back of the room, we have some samples.
The brownies on the left. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Isaias Noel Chindrano III. I'm here this evening to tell you about the Mayor's Cannabis Task Force. I'm honored to work with my colleagues, Terry Albertson, Mara Carlin, Roger Dornbeier, Tara Duggan, Detective Nick Goldman, Ms. Vandermark, and Sharonda Kaiwaishim on this task force. We began in January of 2022 to evaluate whether a cannabis business could be a good idea for Denellen. We reviewed New Jersey state laws and regulations on cannabis, the status of legalization, and evaluate the impact a cannabis business may have on the borough of Denellen. We sought input after seeing how both the state of New Jersey and the borough of Denellen responded to the 2021 referendum question of having a cannabis business in town. Even though residents through the state of New Jersey voted 2-1 in favor of having illegal cannabis businesses in our town, which also, by the way, aligned with how Denellen residents voted on this issue, a more detailed Denellen-focused survey probing further revealed more of a one-to-one relationship that people of Denellen had supporting a cannabis business in town, essentially a coin flip. Our task force conducted listening sessions at many town events and even convened a diverse expert panel at a mayoral town hall that opened the discussion broadly, sharing a variety of perspectives and responding to the townspeople who joined in person with many questions. Taking into account all of the information we had gathered from an exhaustive list of resources, it was this task force's assessment to town council that the perceived risks of having a cannabis business in town outweighed the anticipated benefits at that time. Therefore, our recommendation was to opt out of having a cannabis business in town. In the subsequent years, this task force has met at periodic intervals to review current information regarding cannabis businesses to see if that risk-benefit assessment has changed. To date, from what we can gather, that calculus has not changed. The perceived risks continue to outweigh the anticipated benefits.
As we have seen the proliferation of cannabis businesses in neighboring towns and around New Jersey, saturating the market and the revenues generated in individual businesses, which would obviously translate into revenues for the town, not being the profit engines that they thought were purported to be, the move to opt out looks to have been the better choice for Denellen, as opting in would have forced us, per state regulations, to keep a cannabis business in town for a minimum of a 5-year period, locking us in essentially. This task force will continue to evaluate the perceived risks against the anticipated benefits of having a cannabis business in town as we go forward, taking into account new information as it becomes available. If participating in a volunteer organization like this piques your interest, we'd love to hear from you. If not, perhaps consider joining one of the many other volunteer organizations in our wonderful little town, working to make our Miracle Mile a wonderful place to live. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Dendrano, and also thank you for your service as president of the Board of Education, where you also volunteer time, so thank you for that. Next up, we have Councilwoman Trina Rios. She's here as a liaison to the Denellen Downtown Management Organization, so welcome, Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor. So the Denellen Downtown Management Organization, good evening. On behalf of the Denellen Downtown Management Organization, I'd like to provide a brief update on our continued efforts to support our downtown business and strengthen community engagement. DDMO has remained focused on increasing foot traffic and visibility in our downtown district through community events, seasonal promotions, and partnership with local organizations. We are working to create opportunities that bring residents and visitors into downtown Denellen to shop, dine, and experience all that our local businesses have to offer. We are especially excited about activities which are designed to showcase our downtown while creating meaningful connections between businesses and community. These events not only support local commerce, but also help build a strong sense of community and pride and engagement. In addition to events, we continue to focus on business outreach and collaborations. Maintaining open communication with our business owners follows us to better understand their needs, provide support and encourage participation in promotions and community initiatives. We are also committed to enhance the appearance and overall experience of downtown with our baskets and flowers, the lighting, including beautification efforts, marketing initiatives, and promoting Denellen as a welcoming destination for residents and visitors alike. Looking ahead, DDMO will continue to bring events like grand openings, such as the upcoming opening of the Monmouth Museum on May 2nd, the Spring into Wellness on May 3rd, located at Washington Park, a collaboration with Carl's Custom Cars, also on May 3rd, and our annual Harvest Fest in October. We appreciate the continued support from borough leaders, our business community, and residents who help make downtown Denellen a vibrant place to gather, shop, and celebrate community. We're always in need of volunteers. Please consider DDMO as a committee that you can help as a volunteer or as a member. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And as you see the street lights going up and the flowers and the trees and everything, it's because of organizations like the Denellen Downtown Management Organization that assist us in applications to grants to help fund those projects. So it's very important. These organizations are helpful in how we apply for grants. So thank you to the DDMO for those efforts. Next up, we have Mary Ann Myers, Chairwoman of the Denellen Arts, Inclusion, and Culture Commission. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here tonight to talk about how we call it DAC. It used to be DAC, D-A-C-C. The last 2 years, we are now DAICC, D-I-A-I-C-C, which is a great inclusion. We want to be an inclusive family is what I call Denellen. It's very close knit. Everyone knows everyone pretty much. Sometimes that can be a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing, but I like to think of it as a good thing. Last year, one of our major initiatives that we were able to finally get up and running was the murals that are the little anime caricatures. That was an exciting project. Finally, took, I don't know how many years, many years to get that up. So that was a great accomplishment. We are looking to do the next one, which is actually for our volunteers, for our fire, our police, our ambulance. Looking forward to getting those, they're almost finished, almost fully painted. We want to say thank you to DDMO for partnering with us, coming to the senior center and painting, and those will be up shortly. We have an exciting program that I can't speak about yet, but stay tuned. That will be coming hopefully right after our summer camp. We do summer camp at the senior center for, we have two groups. We have the younger children, we have the teen group. The teen group is what's gonna be working on this special project. And I think everyone's really gonna love that. So next year, you'll know what I'm talking about, or you'll know what I was talking about. So that's pretty much what we do. We like to make Denellen look pretty and, share and spread our arts and culture. So if you'd like to come and volunteer, I am not artistic at all. I cannot draw besides a stick figure, and even that is really bad. So it's not about being able to draw, it's being able to come, talk to people, be organized, get meetings going, get people to come and to the events. One of our other things that we do is also the painting of the windows in town during the holiday season. So we kind of changed a little bit last year and we did stencils, which I think everyone liked, I hope. And so that was kind of our new initiative this year, or last year, I should say. So thank you for your time, everybody.
I'll never forget when we got you to volunteer for the Denellen Arts and Inclusion Commission. You're like, I know nothing about the arts. I said, but it's not necessarily about nothing but the arts, it's about hearing all public opinion, whether you know more about the arts or not. And so Mary Ann went from just being a commission member, not knowing the art, but getting the perspective of someone who we want to hear from, who's not necessarily so involved in the arts, to now being the chairwoman and being a rock star over there. So good example of how you get involved and then rise up to chairwoman or chairman. So, okay. Next up, we have Rebecca Stark Gendrano speaking on behalf of the Denellen PTO.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I can't wait to hear more about that special project. Okay, so I'm here for the Denellen PTO. I'm currently the co-president, and we focus our volunteer activities on the schools, right? So we are a group of parents and teachers who come together to plan a wide variety of events to basically build up the school community and make sure that our children feel welcome and celebrated with all the important moments of their journey through the school. So we help to plan things like the 5th grade farewell, the 8th grade promotion. We support project graduation in their efforts to celebrate our seniors. And to recognize those transition points. We award scholarships to 8 graduating seniors each year. I'm really proud of this one. So each of those students will get $1,000 scholarship to go to the school of their choice, whether that's a trade school or community college or a 4-year institution. We do dances, to help the kids have fun, the Winter Wonderland and things like that. And teacher luncheons. We have teacher appreciation is coming up the first week of May. So we do 3 days of, food and snacks for our teachers. that is really a group effort with a lot of people coming together to provide everything from paper plates to cupcakes and, you know, all different kinds of treats and goodies. And we have community potluck. That was a new initiative we started this year where we invited members of the school community to meet in the Horseshoe and Favor, and everybody brought a dish and we just came together to share a meal. And it was a really, really special night where, you know, we weren't fundraising, we weren't asking people for money, we just wanted everybody to come together in celebration of the school community and get to know, you know, all of their classmates and peers. We do book fairs for the elementary so the kids can, you know, buy books and help to spark that love of reading. I'm rattling off like a giant list of things. We do a lot of things. The talent show is another one of my babies. So we do a talent show every year in January or February, depending on the school calendar. And we'll have like 30 kids come together and, you know, show us what they got, right? So it might be a kid telling jokes or singing songs or dancing or, you know, doing all kinds of wonderful things. And that's probably my favorite thing that I do. I have very fond memories of participating in the talent show in my school when I was a little kid. And so it's really special to me that I get to give our kids the opportunity to, you know, build up their confidence and get up on that stage and, you know, really perform. Bake sales, I mean, come on, it's PTO, of course we do bake sales. That's literally what we do. This year we've had a lot of bake sales because we were raising money to support the families who were put out of their homes by the fires and the storms that have come through the town this year. So I do want to say a special thank you to everybody who participated in those bake sales, either by purchasing snacks or donating treats, because it really does have a meaningful impact on the families who, you know, are going through a tough time. We also do other fundraisers. Our biggest one is the Tricky Tray. I don't know if you've seen these flyers around town. So this year the theme is Kentucky Derby. Everybody is invited to wear their favorite fancy hat. We have a lot of great prizes. We've got a PlayStation 5, we have jewelry, we have purses, we have vacations. If you are interested in coming out and having a really fun time, it's gonna be May 2nd at the Favor Gym. And tickets are still available. You can come and scan this QR code and register tonight if you're interested. It's a really, really good time and helps us raise the money that we need to do the good work that we do throughout the school year. And just a couple more quick plugs. Box Tops, if you go grocery shopping, you can help the PTO. All you need to do is scan your receipt and we get a little, you know, we get a couple of bucks every time people do that. So all those receipts add up. Scan your receipt, help us out. If you want a very cool hoodie, like this one, for instance.
There you go.
You can order a hoodie and support our spirit wear sale. The store closes on April 24th, so you can get in just under the wire. We've got pajama pants, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, all kind of fun things. So I have a flyer for that as well. And last but not least, we offer school supply boxes for the parents at Favor School. So this lets you just order all of your school supplies for the year with the click of a button. It doesn't cost any more than, you know, going to Target or Walmart. We try to keep the prices really reasonable for folks. And it's not a fundraiser for us, it's just a service to the parents who are very busy and working hard to keep it all together. So if you order one of these boxes, your child will have all of their school supplies delivered to the school on the first day of school. And, you know, it just kind of helps to take the load off for parents. So if you're interested in that, you can get a flyer for that as well. And let's see, I think I talked about all of those things. The last thing I want to say is we really couldn't do what we do without the community. We have, I didn't list all of our members because we have like 250 parents and teachers who joined the PTO. It's a really wonderful group and it's been a very meaningful part of my life. And so for all of the parents and teachers watching in, we would be really delighted to have you. And if you're not a parent in the school district, please come and talk to me about how you can get involved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rebecca. Great work. Next up, we have Councilwoman Terry Albertson on behalf of the Denellen Municipal Alliance.
Good evening. The Denellen Municipal Alliance has been around for a very long time. I've been involved myself for over 16 years. The purpose of the alliance is to provide information and education to prevent substance misuse in our community. Among the things that we do is youth education, prevention education. We provide ongoing education throughout elementary, middle, and high school by sharing information, resources, and building skills. We do programs such as We're Not Buying It. To the middle school, we also do prevention programs for the elementary school and for the high school. We provide a pre-prom speaker every year for students who are going to prom. And we also bring in special speakers for the students. We do responsible community building. We have an organization of students called the Stop Underage Drinking Students, or as we call them, SUDS. They will be, you'll see them everywhere. They'll be at Spring Into Wellness. They'll be at National Night Out. They'll be at the Harvest Fest. They also will be at the Overdose Awareness Ceremony, which we have every August 30th to remember those that we lost due to overdose and to celebrate those who have successfully recovered from overdose. The more we educate people, the more they understand. And by doing this with a lot of youth, peer-to-peer education makes a big difference and really helps the students. The program that we do that's a lot of fun for the students that are involved, but you'll see if you go to Avelinos, you'll see the sticker here. It's called Sticker Shop. And we go to Avelinos, the students in the leadership class at the high school are taught all about prevention education. And then we go to Avelinos, and last year we did 400 boxes with stickers on it. So in that time period, you may have picked up a pizza and had a sticker on it that said, please do not purchase alcohol or substances for youth because it's dangerous. This year, we actually had the kids design their own sticker. And so these are new stickers, and they're really proud of what they've done. We also do advocacy and policy change. And we're a small community. We're the smallest, just about the smallest municipal alliance in the state of New Jersey. And yet we have worked together with Borough Council and administration to come up with 2 ordinances. One was to prevent youth alcohol abuse, and the other one was to come up with a vaping ordinance where anybody who sells vaping items or e-cigarettes has to have a license. And what the borough did was that 20% of the money that comes in for the licensing comes to the Municipal Alliance to help us to provide programming. So a lot of the things that we do don't sound like they're fun, but when we work with the children, we do make them fun. We have what we call a wellness wheel, and you'll see a picture of that up there. The students, they go into the cafeteria at the middle school and the high school during Red Ribbon Week, and you'll be surprised how many kids will answer a question, even the high school seniors, just for a piece of candy. But they also get a lot of education from it. So if you're interested in joining us, you can reach out to me through the council, or you can reach out to us at denellenma@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Next up, we have the Mr. Energizer Bunny himself, Robert Rios with the Denellen Shade Tree Commission.
Hey. Get a picture of that. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? There we go. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Take a picture of that. Give it up for the mayor, isn't he great? So, I'm here to talk about the Denellen Shade Tree Commission. We were founded in 2002, and since then we've played a key role in preserving and enhancing the natural beauty of our town. We are made up of 7 voting members, but we always welcome more residents who are interested in getting involved and making a difference. The commission meets 6 times a year with increased activity during the spring and fall, you know, and all the stuff's going on, so, you know, we need people. While much of our work involves planning and consulting and educating the public, there's also some hands-on, like we have to mulch, we have to trim trees and stuff like that. It's all very much fun. My wish, everybody. Let me phone calls today. Come on, we're talking about trees here. Jesus. Anyway. Here we go. Where are we? Over the years, the commission has taken part in several meaningful initiatives. We participated in the New Jersey Transit Adopt a Station program, where we landscape and maintain the railroad embankments over South Washington. Anybody notice that?
Yes.
What? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good, right? Yeah, that's me. So we also this is kind of important, so I want to get a little serious for a second. We also maintain a 5-year forestry plan that has to be approved by the New Jersey State Forestry Department. Our next revision is scheduled for 2027. Now, this is important. I'm gonna get to that, why it's important a little bit later. A large portion of our planning efforts are funded through the state program. So we get our money from the state of New Jersey. Our tax money goes to the state of New Jersey. Now, since we've started the shade tree, we have secured approximately, get this, $400,000 in grants. That's a lot of money. And that's right. And we've also planted more than 900 trees and shrubs throughout the borough. Right, give it up. And I'm gonna name all 900 in a second, so let's get back to what I was saying with the forestry plan. So we have to, every tree in Denellen, we have to measure it and we have to present the state with all the information of all the trees in Denellen, because they're not gonna give us 400 grand because we're nice people. No, they wanna see that we have a plan, what we're doing, and then they'll say, okay, you know, you got everything together, we're gonna give you some money. So that's what they do on that. Isn't that great? All right, so collaboration is an important part of what we do. The commission partners with other borough groups and to ensure we have the proper selection and where the trees are gonna go. And also we've participated in Tree City USA. Everybody see those signs when you're driving around? 25 years. Great, great. Each year we celebrate Arbor Day. Everybody knows what Arbor Day is, right? Okay. And we also do a thing at Faber, and the kids really get into it. We have a whole assembly in Faber, and we have the kids touch the roots of the plant to be sure the whole life cycle of a tree, and it's really good. You should come down. Okay, well, currently, we have one open voting position, but we're always looking to have people come down and help. It doesn't take a lot of time, you know, we don't meet that much, and you really can have an impact, because when we're in Denellen during the fall, everybody looks around, oh, these trees are beautiful, you know, that's us. All right, thank you, everybody, have a great night. We're always looking for people. Just come on back. Thank you very much. That's later.
Next up is Rich Pinder with the Denellen Public Library Board of Trustees.
All right, going towards the end is nice. I get to say thank you to everybody that presented. I know there's still one more, but everybody that's here. I've been here for 10 years now. Fantastic community. Appreciate all the volunteers that have made everything possible. Seriously, y'all have made a big difference in making this town great. The Denellen Public Library is a cornerstone of our community, providing everyone with engaging activities, access to technology, and an important third space that is free to all. It has evolved beyond just books, though there are many of those as well. It's a place for children to play and explore, a distraction-free space for homework, a digital gateway for virtual appointments. The library is an often overlooked part of our community to those that do not use it, but is completely indispensable to all of those that do. I've been lucky to serve the last 4 years on the Board of Trustees, past 2 years as the president. We are a 8-person board, 6 people appointed by the mayor to positions, 1 superintendent's representative, or the superintendent themselves if they choose, and 1 mayor's representative, or the mayor himself if he ever chooses to show up. That's not a slight, I don't mean that mean. He shows up to everything else, this guy, I swear. What do? We establish the library's mission, vision, and long-term goals. We advocate for library funding and support. We establish policies. We write all the big, boring policy books for the employees to follow and for the public to understand what's acceptable at the library. We do fiduciary oversight, make sure that the budget is being respected and that we have the money to operate and provide services to the community. And hire the director, which is, boy, been a challenge over the past year. We are currently working on hiring a new permanent director for our library. It's been a challenge. So once we have that, we hope everybody will come in, introduce themselves, get to know them, and really participate and utilize some of the stuff that we have there. We meet once a month. Meetings are open to the public. They are advertised at the library. They're advertised on the town website as well. And yeah, there's positions that open up regularly. So as always, submit your name for the volunteer sheet, say that you're interested. And if a position opens up, this guy will reach out to you and let you know what's going on. I also want to say special thanks to a volunteer group that's not part of this, the borough volunteers, but is huge. The Friends of the Denellen Library. They provide support to the library for many of the programming and features that we have there. So I'd like to call them out. Please look into them, get involved with them as well. They are on Facebook, and I believe you talked to Terry as well, who is the treasurer.
Yes.
Great. Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Your president. Our final speaker tonight is Chief Bill Scott with the Denellen Fire Department. He also serves the borough as a councilman. So, Chief, the floor is yours.
We need to switch the slide. Oh, I was on top of it. So, as the mayor mentioned, my name is Bill Scott, Chief of the Denellen Fire Department. Important thing, and Jim and I were talking earlier, this month, actually last month, I completed my 35th year here at the Denellen Fire Department. I say that because that leads into everything I'm going to talk about. I started as a junior firefighter, which Valentine in the back just joined us. Raise your hand, I know it's better. She's starting as a junior, and hopefully one day maybe she'll be standing up here as chief. I started back in '91. I came down here not knowing anything about the fire service, got involved, went through fire school as soon as I turned 18, and just proceeded on, which made my career in fire and emergency services. My full-time job, I'm chief of emergency services at Rutgers University, which all started because of Denellen. Everything was back at Denellen. We were talking earlier, everybody knows Denellen. So joining as a volunteer here gives you career path, gives you training, gives you knowledge, gives you skills. Join as a firefighter, you can join as into the rescue squad, become an EMT, which helped me get my position I'm in now. So to join our fire department, there's 3 different types of membership. You have junior firefighter, which is anybody 16 to 18 years of age. We don't put you in fire, so mom and dad, don't worry about that. Not yet. The state is changing the law. It's coming where we can get fires, but not yet. 16 to 18, you'll get trained. You'll learn what a firefighter does, what is needed of you when you become 18 to legally go to fire school and get trained. An active firefighter is anybody over 18 years of age who is physically capable of performing the duties of a firefighter. That means going into the burning buildings. Everybody talked about the 2
recent house fires we had. In Denellen, we don't get multiple alarm fires often, and to have two of them in less than 30 days is, is eye-opening. And everybody in this room pretty much came together, from VTO, where I talk about the fundraising, to CERT, to OEM, the rescue squad, and the mayor and council, who many were at the scene of those fires. So an active member, again, anybody over 18 years of age, and then an associate member. That's somebody who wants to help out, but I don't want to run into a burning building, or I can't run into a burning building. I have a physical limitation that won't let me. They help with the social end of the fire company. That's our fundraising, that's our meetings, our events. They'll support the running of the fire company. So the fire department is the red fire trucks. We come out, put your fires out. The fire company is the membership that makes up the fire department. That's the social end of the organization. We're always looking for members, and the most important thing, which I skipped over, is the training is provided free. There's no charge to anybody. Gets you that career path. Again, it worked for me. 35 years later, I'm looking at retirement soon. Many of our past members, not just me, they've gone on to be police officers, firefighters, emergency medical services, OEM. The start that you get in Denellen will lead you as you proceed on in your career. And that's all from training you get here. If you want to join, www.denellenfd.com, or email us at joindfd@denellenfd.com. And I spoke enough, and I can never beat Rob's presentation.
That's right. You know that.
And with that, I thank you.
Okay, so, this evening there were, individuals who represent other organizations and volunteer opportunities in town that were not able to make it. So this is a listing of all, volunteer organizations associated to municipality, which you are able to participate as well. And you can join by visiting that link or scanning the QR code. And of course, throughout the year, we always post online through our quarterly newsletter, the Denellen Report, opportunities that you can continue to volunteer. So with that, before we conclude for the evening, as with all of our town halls we do throughout the year, we open the floor to any questions from the public for anybody that's been on our panel. Okay, well, as you can see, there are endless opportunities to volunteer. Is there anybody online that has a question? Okay, you looked up like if maybe there was. There's endless opportunities to volunteer here in our Miracle Mile, and we hope that you will consider volunteering, participating, because we are built on the backbones of volunteers in this community, and we can't move forward without you. So thank you, God bless you, and look forward to the other mayoral town halls this year. We always have one on storm preparedness and emergency services. And then, of course, the last one of the year is on redevelopment, where we were, where we're at, and where we're going. So please join us for those as well. Okay, take care, everyone. Good night.